Ooh. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. How you doing? I hope you're well. How you doing, princess? We are going to tap into the week ahead. It is healing. We wrapping up some retrogrades this week. Yeah, Saturn goes direct this week. Mercury goes direct this week. It's the last week of November. It's the first week of Sagittarius season. We're going to see what's coming in for the collective. The energy is definitely shifting this week. We go from the 8th house to the 9th house. Ooh, there's going to be a betrayal revealed this week. Okay. Let's see if that card comes back out. That card or full circle. I've seen them both. We just shuffling, getting into the energy of the week ahead, and we're not doing too much. We're not doing too much. We're gonna do some healing for the week ahead, pretty much. See what's coming our way this week. You know, we coming up out of the dark night of the soul and going into spiritual ascension with the sun moving into the 9th house of Sagittarius. Growth, ascension, education, higher knowledge, seeking truth, spiritual courts on the other end. Right? All of that goodness. Mercury is still retrograde. Mercury is retrograde, and Scorpio is making aspects this week. Saturn goes direct this week. It's making aspects before it goes direct this week. Hey, Imani. So, you know, we got to wrap up some healing lessons here. This is the last time Saturn will be retrograde in Pisces for another 27, 30 years. So, you know, it's retrograde in that last house. So we got to wrap up some shit. Some shit got to close out. We closing out some cycles, and we not letting them come back. We got carried. So we taking a journey this week, either physical or mental. Got to clear some shit out. Oh, yeah. Heavenly Mother, Heavenly Father, Higher Self, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, Guardian Angels, Archangels, deities that walk with me in the highest white light in the universe. We come to you humbly offering gratitude and thanks for the many lessons and blessings you have gifted us. Please continue to shine them down on us. We ask that you remove any curse and break every chain placed upon us and turn them into blessings. Allow us to open up and receive everything that is meant for us. Continue to release the things that no longer serve us as we walk in our truth. Again, we are forever grateful and thankful for the clarity and insight that you will be bringing to the collective for the last week of November, first week of Sagittarius season. All right. Hey, Raquel. We're going to get into it. So we're going to get into it with the astrology first. So the astrology for this week, like I said, Saturn is making some aspects. Mercury retrograde is making some aspects. And we're going to go through it. On Monday, right now, as we are recording, the moon is in Capricorn. And it's going to be in Capricorn tomorrow morning, right? The moon will be sextiling Mercury retrograde and Venus in Scorpio. It will oppose Jupiter retrograde in Cancer. It will sextile Saturn retrograde in Pisces. And Mercury retrograde will conjunct with Venus in Scorpio tomorrow. All right. This is about your stability. We got the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. We have the Devil. Of course, this is Capricorn energy. Moon's in Capricorn, right? We got Cancer energy with the Chariot here. Capricorn opposing Jupiter retrograde. It's time to reevaluate. Reciprocation, Six of Pentacles. This is what you're evaluating. What are you connecting to? Is no longer good to you, no longer good for you. What is stopping you from your forward growth, from moving forward? This is where you are thinking about it. This is where you cutting things off. All right. Remember, Saturn is spinning the block before it goes direct. Okay, it goes direct Thursday this week. So you want to make sure Saturn rules Capricorn energy. You want to make sure that you are reevaluating where you're putting your time, effort, and energy. Is it giving back to you? Is it helping you receive? All of those good things there. All right. This is what we're doing. Thinking about your growth here. Look at this. This is all Capricorn energy. And the moon is in Capricorn. How fitting. I love the way that y'all do the things that y'all do when y'all do the things that y'all do. Right? So we have the world here. And you know, this is about your growth. Right? What helps you grow? What stagnates you? This is going from the Knight of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. This is what you are thinking about. This is what you are being aware of this week. All right? Look at that. You walking into something beautiful. I love that energy, leaning into that Jupiter energy in Cancer, and then you have Aries energy out here, and this is where Chiron is, and this is making that square with the moon also, right? So it's a lot of healing energy if you choose to walk away from things that don't align and walk into your stability and what it is that you are creating for yourself. Remember, all reads are half off if you use the code blackout. All right. And that's good until 12 o'clock tonight. And all products are half off if you use the code blackout too. All right. Tuesday's energy. You have the moon still in Capricorn overnight. And it will trine Uranus retrograde and sextile Neptune retrograde. You want to pay attention to your dreams. They can be very, very active. Look at that energy, right? Pay attention to your dreams. You have the Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, and the Lovers. This is beautiful energy coming out with the Six of Swords. Like I said, pay attention to your dreams because your guides, right? They're going to be leading you towards down the path that they want you to work towards. That's going to lead to your emotional fulfillment, right? This is what you're talking about. When you wake up on Tuesday morning, of course, the moon will be in Aquarius. It will conjunct Pluto and the sun will sextile the moon. You're going to be getting a lot of clarity of where you need to be focusing your time, effort, and energy, where you need to be putting in the effort in what it is that you want to see grow. There's going to be a lot of truth coming towards you this week. especially if y'all tapping in, right? Spirit is going to be bringing a lot of truth towards you. On Wednesday, we have Venus trine Jupiter retrograde, right? And you gotta focus your balance. There are things that you might focus on, and this is Venus in Scorpio, so we still in that 8th house of transformation, and it's trining Jupiter retrograde in your 4th house of foundation. So it's trying to balance out that lack. You know, what you don't consider is loss, right? But you got the sun here. So some things that you consider loss are actually protection, is actually a blessing in disguise that's going to push you forward. All right? So it's time to have an attitude of gratitude, right? Of course, Jupiter energy with that. So seeing things from a different perspective. All right? The 2 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles is the 7 of Pentacles, where you placing your time, effort, and energy. You can see things from a loss standpoint, or you can see things as a lesson and a blessing that's going to push you forward and help you thrive. It depends on which way you perceive things to be. And it's going to be a choice here. The moon in Aquarius will sextile Mars in Sagittarius, and Venus will trine Saturn retrograde in Pisces. Again, you're getting clarity. Your guides is bringing you clarity this week so you can wrap up certain cycles. And this energy will also square Mercury retrograde. I just heard all is not what it seems. There's things in the background that have been hidden that's going to be exposed this week. I just say what they say. I mean, there's things that's going to be exposed this week, and it's going to set you guys up for freedom because it's what you've been working on. Ooh. Oh, I like this energy. Breaking free from things that are hidden in the background. You've been releasing. You've been working on releasing. You've been working on throat chakra, trigger responses. You've been working on moving forward. You've been working on cutting off people and setting boundaries in this energy. You've been working on you. On Thursday, we have the moon square Venus and square Uranus retrograde. What did I tell you? The more you focus and work on you, the more clarity you get. You got 2 aces coming out here. And you got the 2 of cups. Man, guys. On Thursday, the moon moves into Pisces and Saturn goes direct in Pisces. We got Justice, the 8 of Pentacles, the 6 of Swords, the 7 of Swords, truth revealed with the Judgment, 10 of Wands, 2 of Cups, High Laris, a lot of truths revealed, a lot of clarity and insight coming through to the collective so that you can close out these cycles. We ain't even, We just on Thursday. Thanksgiving looks like it's gonna be a lot of truth bombs coming out when Saturn goes direct. On Friday, we do have that first quarter moon in Pisces, and it will square Mars in Sagittarius. Focus on your stability. Focus on what you got. You got foresight, three of wands. You got incoming. You got 10 of pentacles. You got the 4 of wands here. All right. This is what you need to focus on: your growth, your stability, what it is that you're building, minding your business, drinking your water. I'll always tell y'all that. I'm always tell y'all that, right? Most definitely. On Saturday, we got lots of energy wrapping out November. All right. You have the moon in Pisces is going to trine Mercury retrograde in Scorpio right before it goes direct. It's going to trine Jupiter retrograde in Cancer. It's going to conjunct Saturn, which is no longer retrograde. Mercury is going to go direct around 1 o'clock-ish. And the moon is going to trine Venus. Is going to sextile Uranus retrograde. And is going to conjunct Neptune retrograde before it moves into Aries around 8 o'clock-ish. And then Venus will oppose Uranus retrograde. And the moon will sextile Pluto. And it's all of this energy jam-packed into one day. You have the Emperor out here. Look at this. You have the Page of Cups, the 7 of Pentacles, the Tower, the 9 of Cups, the 4 of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Strength card. Whatever it is you've been working towards, whatever it is that you decide to put your time, effort, and energy in, this is that stability. This is that growth. We've seen the reflection. We've seen you growing over and transforming and what you've been doing and working on you. And with this Saturn going direct, it is like forward, push forward. The Tower is you. The Tower is your transformation. The Tower is your strength. The Tower is your willpower. On how you worked hard to get out of situations that kept you stuck in illusions and balanced out. Whoa. I love this energy. Look at that. Ain't that the transformation? It's a beautiful transformation if you let it happen. If you can see it. If you let go of all of the things that you thought was lacking within you and see things differently. Of course, like I said, we got Saturn going, spinning the block this week. We got Mercury going retrograde. And on Sunday, Venus will move into Sagittarius. So we're closing up cycles in transformation. What other energies? Look at that. Mercury in Scorpio. Mercury is in the 8th house. Retrograde. Look at that. I love y'all. Y'all is this shit. Y'all know that. All right. What else you want the collective to know? Week ahead. This is about your transformation. Your growth. All right. We moving into Sagittarius season. We got Sagittarius energy on the board. A number 21, break it down to a 3. We have Taurus energy on the board. Uranus is retrograde in Taurus, right? Uranus is last retrograde in Taurus also. Pay attention. Taurus is the second house of finances, your legacy, your self-worth, your growth. We talked about that. We talked about going from the Knight of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. And we have the first house with the body. All right. Aries energy. Pay attention to how your body feels. Pay attention to, you could have a rising. You could be a Sag rising or a Taurus rising. I could be talking to you. Whatever. 25. Breaking down to a 7. A lot of introspection. All right. Crystals for the collective to help them through the week. Crystals for the collective to help them through the week. All right, we got Unakite. My emotions are balanced. I react to others in an objective and loving way. Understand the underlying causes of challenges in relationships. Balance the mind and emotions. Good connections with supportive friends and family. All right, so wear some Unakite this week. Going around family. All is not bad. We have Tiger's Iron. I am grateful for other people's good fortune. It brings me joy to see others experiencing happy. Feel safe and protective. Improve self-esteem and confidence. Dissipate jealousy. Extend blessings and goodwill to others. Increase philanthropic actions. Okay, some of you guys got to learn how to be happy for others. That could be a blockage that you have within. No judgment. And we have Turquoise. I am always at the right place at the right time with the right people. It seems like a lot of this week could be about unity, getting together, travel, improve timing, increase the occurrence of synchronistic opportunities, be inspired with creative ideas, develop understanding of various cultures and spiritual philosophies. So this is the 9th house. This is Sagittarius season. This is where your beliefs, your morals, this is where religion sits, different religion, different cultures, right? You might want to explore and expand at this time. All right, chakra mudras for the collective this week. Chakra mudras for the collective this week. All right, we got the crown and we got the sacral out here. Work on it. We got the crown chakra number 7, meaning infinite. The location, crown of the head, sound, soham. Color, ultraviolet. The symbol, 1,000-petal lotus flower. This rules all systems in the pineal gland. The element is space. Qualities, freedom, unity, lightness, and joy. All right, we have 7-7 energy out here. Oh, okay, come through, spirit, with that 16. Nourishment, okay. Assists with inner nourishment, breath, and serenity. Promotes abdominal breathing. Provides relief for asthma. Supports reproductive, eliminatory, and urinary systems. Directs breath to the sacrum, lower back, and pelvis. Join the tips of the thumbs to the tips of the pinkies on the same hand. Bring the joined fingers and thumbs of each hand to touch at the tips. Extend each fingers up and join the tips of the ring fingers together. Allow hands to rest in lap just below the navel. Relax shoulders and lengthen the spine. Focus. My natural breath flows in calm and nourishing waves. My natural breath flows in calm and nourishing waves. My natural breath flows in calm and nourishing waves. Okay, so some of you guys can be balancing your emotions by balancing your sacral energy. Some of you guys need to sleep with head wraps on. Protect the crown this week. Protect your thoughts. Protect your energy this week. Protect your sacral and your crown this week, okay? Make sure you're paying attention. All right, as above, so below. What do you want the collective to know this week? Ooh, okay. We got a number 17, which is an 8, fairy energy, growth, expansion, a flowering. We talked about that. Seeing your growth, seeing your transformation within, letting it flow without. Oh, I love this energy. And we have 32, which is a 5, resurrection, comeback, rebirth, renewal. We've been in this energy. You know, Mercury is retrograde in Scorpio. Lilith is in Scorpio. Venus is in Scorpio. This is the house of transformation. And this came out in the pre-shuffle. I love when y'all do that. Number 22. All right, look at that. We got 32, 23 here. Mirroring effects, mirroring energy. Needing to cleanse your energy. All right, making sure you cleanse your energy this week. Some of you guys need to do a smoke cleanse. Smoke yourself down, smoke your house down. Spirit companions, guides, and comforts. Some of your spirits, you might need to put cigarettes or a cigar. They might be smokers. Some of your ancestors could be smokers. All right, you might need to smoke yourself down, smoke your house down. All right, as above, so below. Messages for the collective this week. Changes and transitions. We got Imrama. Where are you being called to journey to? All right, look at that. Some of you guys need to do spiritual baths, water cleanses. All right, remember, they on sale. They 50% off right now. Okay, we got the initiation, the rite of passage, crossing the thresholds. Okay, we got lost lands. So, memories and gifts. You've done this before. So, a lot of, like I've been talking about the past couple of weeks, a lot of y'all gifts are popping online. All right, y'all need to focus. All right, we got mirror. We just talked about that. Who or what is triggering you? We just talked about that mirroring effect here with that 32. All right, somebody could be in your energy trying to trigger and affect you. You need to figure it out. Smoke them out. Smoke them out. Cleanse your energy. All right. Healing for the week ahead. All right, we got toxicity, addictions, patterns, energy vampires, trauma bonds, stuck. You need to cleanse your energy from this. Your spirit guides probably own it. Assistance, divine guidance, signs and synchronicities, guardian. We got Pluto energy when the moon is in Aquarius. Do some cleansing. Death card, endings, resilience, transformation, power. All right, so some of you guys might got some toxic spirit guides that y'all need to cleanse out y'all energy. Sometimes it be like that. We send it. Kindred spirits here. Resurrections. Some of you guys might be connected to some toxic spirit guides that y'all need to cleanse out of y'all energy. That's just what it is. They could be causing fears and illusions, limitations, anxiety, comfort zone, overthinking, negative outlook. All right? If you're not doing the work to venerate your ancestors, if you're not doing the work to heal yourself, which also heals your lineage, all right, and you still out here doing the same things and you're connecting with these ancestors that you're not working on healing with, you might need to cleanse them out of your energy if you're not doing the healing work. All right, we got humanitarian. Your soul longs to joyfully serve. Being of service is a huge calling that is honorable and satisfying. How are you being called to serve humanity? Serve with grace and humility to assist those that cannot help themselves. Be an advocate, a confidant, and an inspiration along the way. And we have sacrifice, reclaim. Your strength is needed to pull back your power and gain perspective of the situation. You have gone through an emotional sacrifice for too long. It's time to reclaim balance and nurture yourself by standing in your power. Some of you guys have been overgivers. Y'all overgivers just like I have, right? That's something that y'all could be healing from, doing for others, just as much as, you know, we talked about that equal give and take, right? And we have better boundaries, setting better boundaries with communication. Creating boundaries requires self-love and discipline. It's not all about shutting people out or being unkind. It is about you telling them you care enough about yourself to create boundaries that are for your highest good. Clear communication is needed to keep your boundaries intact. And that's what you could be doing at this time. Spirit could be separating ties from people that cause illusions and fears at this time. People that trigger you, all right? People that you have overgiven to, all right? Yeah. They teaching you how to create better boundaries at this time. Let's see what we got. Healing for the collective this week. We have abundance. You're being asked to open up to abundance, to believe that you're deserving of it, and to believe that it will flow to you. This is the first important step toward receiving it. Breathe deeply and trust that it's on its way. Oh, okay. We have a resolution. Whatever it is that you've been struggling with is about to be resolved. Remember that resolutions don't always happen in the way we hope or want. But being able to move forward and start fresh always brings relief. Let it go. You're being asked to let go of whatever pain and resentment you've been holding on to. It's hurting you, and you can't fully be present in your life if you're holding on to this negativity. Release it and be free. What we've been talking about, right? We got speak your truth. You've stayed silent long enough. Speak up, stand your ground, and state your perspectives. You will rise to a higher vibration when you let your voice be heard. All right, let's get a soul's truth for this week for the collective. What can I do to make a difference? What keeps you up at night? What makes you cringe when you think about it? Such that every ounce of you screams no more. Where can you create purpose out of your pain? Make a difference in someone's life today, big or small, because all of it makes a difference. What risk can I take today? Be not mistaken. You will have to take bigger risks than you ever thought possible on this path towards your dreams. You will have to take the big, scary leap. But do not fret because your soul has wings. What risk can you take to move towards your dreams? Make a decision and do it. No more thinking, only doing. Be brave and courageous, and you will discover what you're really made of. That forward push that spirit is trying to bring you through. Let's see. Healing lesson for the collective this week. Healing lesson for the collective this week. Whoa. Look at that. Transform worrisome thoughts. Be aware of anything you're worrying about. What do you do when you're worried? How much power do you lose, and from what part of the body? Pay attention to your body. Your goal: to observe how much worrying affects your health and to counter the stress of this emotion with prayer and positive action. Make sure you are transforming your negative doubts and emotions by replacing them with 5 positive thoughts or emotions about yourself this week. All right, what's coming towards the collective this week? What's coming towards the collective this week? All right, we got bat. All right, take care. Enemies are working against you, so make sure you stay prayed up, protected up, do what you need to do, because you got a two-faced friend in your energy, a two-faced friend with cat. You gonna, oh yeah, it's gonna be a good week. We got, we got bird flying, news is on the way. We have fan, romance, celebration, and party. We have weeping willow, family sorrow. We have heart, love, deep affection, and caring. We have dolphin, financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. We have dogs, getting together with friends. We have bread, period of prosperity and abundance. We have wishbone, a wish is granted. We have a rat, someone working against you behind your back. That two-faced friend. We have barrow. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. We have owl, good advice from a wise person. We have wind chimes, peace and harmony. We have club. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. We have wreath, sorrow over a loss. We talked about that. We have door, opportunities waiting for you. We have vase, secret admirer. We have tree, affairs with your family. We have ant, work, achievement, and success. We have goldfish, increase in material wealth and spiritual growth. And we have bull, do not back down from opposition, show strength and fortitude. Man, this week, it's a lot growing through the collective. You know what side you on, okay? I'm going to read it how I see it. Some of you guys are growing through family loss right now, and being with family is going to be very good for you this week. We got all of that fell together, all right? That's good. Some of you guys could be doing Friendsgiving, because we got the friends next to the bread. Y'all could be doing Friendsgiving this weekend, and it could be some stuff that pop off at Friendsgiving, all right? You might find out that your friend ain't really your friend. It's not family. I feel like the family energy is actually going to be good this week. I feel like this is friends energy that's not going to be quite good this week. So if you get in together with friends, you might find out that somebody is not exactly your friend. You got the two-faced friend, you got the someone working behind your back, and you got look at this. This is friends, you got people meeting up, working up behind your back this week, trying to create change in your life. And like I said, you got families that's grieving this week, and I think it'll be good if you be around family this week. There is a lot of spiritual growth out here. I feel like family is good, friends not so good. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, you got the high priestess, the tower, and the ace of wands. Okay. All right. So just know that there's going. Hey, I did it. We got 777. 777. So there's going to be some friendships that probably end this week. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. I can see it. I feel like family is going to be nurturing, friendships not so well. And hey, cause I gotta read it how I see it now. You could find out that a friend and a family member did something behind your back. I gotta read what's on the table, cause that's how I read, It is what it is. It's friends and family out here, and there's some shit going on in the background. All right, we're going to close y'all out with a message for you guys. All signs, Aries through Pisces. Quinessa, you said you staying at home? It is what it is. If I pick up on it, that's how I'm going to pick up on it. We're going to get out of that because it's about healing this week. And sometimes things need to be exposed and you need to see the truth in things so that you can let it go, have your resolution, and walk into your abundance. It is what it is, right? Okay, let's see. This is y'all guidance for the week, Aries through Pisces. Y'all remember that all reads and products are 50% off until midnight tonight. So if you want to read, y'all better get y'all reads in because y'all know I don't miss. I'm 30 for 30. Reads going up in 2026. Hell, I might not even be reading. I might just do predictions. Who knows? Y'all know that I go anywhere. I'm just obedient to spirit. Anyways, let's see what we got. Guidance for the week. Aries. All right, you have refresh, recharge. Take time out from the busy and stressful world around you. Take a moment to feel the sun in your face, wiggle your toes in the grass to get back grounded. Taurus, you got move on. In order to gain closure and healing for ourselves, we must move on from things, people, and situations we cannot change. Gemini, you have pearls before swine. Be careful who you give your best self to, for the wrong people will take you for granted, and you are unworthy of your gifts. Save your best for those who will genuinely appreciate you, what you have to offer, and return the kindness. Cancers, we have perspective. Sometimes in life, things become outdated or out of focus. This is a prime time to look at your life from a whole new perspective. Leos, we have be patient. One of our greatest virtues is patience. Learn to be patient with yourself and others. Virgos, you have loss. Sometimes we must lose things and people to appreciate them and their value. Then other times we must lose to gain. Libras, you have delay. A delay is never a denial. Sometimes it's just not the right time. Scorpios, you have self-centered. Newsflash, the world doesn't revolve around you, and you are not the center of anyone's universe. The sooner you get a grasp on this, the better off you'll be. Sagittarius, you have laughter. Laughter is a medicine for the soul. So laugh even if it is through tears. Capricorn, you have intuition. Always trust your gut. The universe is constantly speaking to us. Will you choose to listen? Aquarius, you have conqueror. Today you are a conqueror. You are able to overcome anything life throws at you. Let's do this. Pisces, you have epiphany. Every day is a day to learn and discover something new. No matter how small or great, knowledge is power. Collectively, let's see what we got for the collective. All right, we have awaken. It's time to awaken to a new day and a new you. You are no longer a caterpillar. You are a butterfly. You have empowered. Be empowered today and take back control of your own life and your own destiny. You have meditate. Choose to meditate on good things because whatever you choose to contemplate on the most is what the universe will give you. Then we talk about that in astrology, where you focus your time, effort, and energy is where you're going to see the fruits of your labor. And at the bottom of the deck, we have be here now. Life is too short to be living in the past or worrying about the future. Take the time to enjoy every moment to the fullest. All right, y'all. Don't forget, go book y'all reads. Get y'all products. You know. All right, y'all. Have a good night.